I have a story to share with you today, and the story is just a simple story about the emperor and the prime minister, and of course, the people. So, I'm going to make it so brief. So, once upon a time, there once lived this wise and powerful emperor who had a loyal and very faithful second in command, which was the prime minister then. And in his wisdom, the emperor made a decision one day that I will be the one to give rewards, and you, my prime minister, will handle all punishment. And ever since the emperor made that command, it was so. So over time, something strange began to emerge in the empire. Whenever the emperor gave an instruction, the people delayed it, ignored it, or made excuses. But whenever the prime minister spoke, sometimes even with the softest of tone or a little frown on his face, the people run with their life to obey without hesitation. The emperor noticed this shift in behavior and he grew concerned. He realizes that his constant kindness was being mistaken for weakness. And so, one day, he called the prime minister and said to him, "Let us switch roles. From now on, I will be the one who punishes, and you will be the one who gives reward." Oh, you might have think that that's actually a very good outcome, but what happened next was so astonishing. The people seeing the firm hand of the emperor began to detect a sudden change in his character. You know, they say, "What's wrong with this old man?" They whispered among themselves, "What's wrong with this old fool?" And all his kindness and generosity were forgotten in an instant, and his new firmness only stirred up hatred and resentment. Meanwhile, the new prime minister, now being the distributor of reward, became the favorite of the people. Their admiration for him grew rapidly, and they viewed him as their leader, and they viewed him as the ideal leader. In the end, the people demanded that the prime minister be made the new emperor. Wow. So the old emperor was kicked off his throne and rejected, cast aside and forgotten, led to die in disgrace. Now, this story is so pathetic, it's so heartwarming, and somehow has some disappointment. But there are some lessons we can learn from it. Human character are never stable. If you allow what people think or what people say form the basis of you doing the right thing, it will get you burnt later. Hmm. People are often people most times they often take kindness for granted. We need to learn that from that story, that people often take kindness for granted and they ride on your patience when they know you won't react. Another lesson we can learn from that story is that many people will give excuses to your command when they perceive you are a weak person. And this goes to the leaders. This goes to the leaders. So sometimes you have to learn how, to be soft, and sometimes you have to learn how to be tough, because people will take your kindness for granted. People will ride on your patience, and they will, you know, um, they will take people will ride on your patience when they know you will hardly react. So people will give excuses to your command when they perceive you're weak. And when you finally draw the line, they resent for it. Will forget all the good you have once did. So in any relationship, whether personal, whether professional, whether spiritual, be firm. Be firm. Don't hide your emotions to keep peace at all costs. No, no, that is not that is not a peaceful heart. That is just pure foolishness. It is wiser to let people see your strength and then reveal your tenderness later than people to be drawn to unrealistic, love and compassion that you have created. People are more drawn to leadership that combines firmness with compassion, not softness followed by sudden aggression. No, not softness that is followed by sudden aggression. So please understand that we are in the world of men. People remember their last memory.